Alright, so Gunslinger match started. DS versus Radiant Tail Team RT. First is Lucius versus Zon. Zon is using Aqua Force, and the reason we got it like this because we had some technical issues at the beginning, but as you can see, Maelstrom Reverse came in with a limit remover, meaning the damage got to 4 early on. Meanwhile, we have Alfred coming in trying to equalize everything. He calls Alfred to the rear so he can bring Dr. Octavius out, Soul Blast 2, and get a draw. He needs at least one more unit on the field in order to get his +1 crit. And he doesn't get it, so he doesn't have it. So 33k to the Vanguard, no extra crit. And Zon might have won in the next turn, depending on what happens. Because I don't think he can guard Maelstrom Reverse. Zon's turn coming up. He has no reason to move Maelstrom Reverse around. Plays Wheel Assault. Well, Assault Wheel. First attack goes to the Intercept. Second attack to another unit that is not an Intercept. Dies anyway. And the third attack is going to be to the Vanguard because that's his only choice. So this is just 16. Very guardable. And he drops a perfect guard. Does not want to take that chance. Retires the behind Vanguard booster and gets a draw. So at this point, Lucius needs his extra crit in order to get ahead in this game. Retirement actually is really bad against Royal Paladins because they are not, even though they can refill their resources, they can't get much from it. They need to use a lot of resources to get a little bit, and they can never get that much. Mostly because they have bad hand gain, especially this deck I've seen. But then at the same time, this deck hasn't had a chance to do much. He no-guard the Vanguard, a critical appeared, but it wasn't a double. Okay, so Zon actually didn't no-guard. That no-guard was from earlier. I see the confusion. Lucius looked at the screen, saw no-guard, and thought that meant he wasn't guarding this turn. To be perfectly honest, I made that same mistake until I looked more closely at it. But as long as Zon has guard, this might be the end of the match. If not right now, then it's going to be a slow and painful end. Just because of the fact that Maelstrom Reverse is hitting for 16, and even though that is something that can be guarded quite easily, Zon is going out of his way to take out the rear guards with it. And after this turn, even if Lucius does survive, He's not going to have anything left. No pass on the Vanguard. No triggers, but it doesn't matter. The last unit on the field gets retired in a draw. No counterblast, 2 cards in hand. He can't generate offense. And he doesn't even have rears. Gains 3k for the 3 Seekers on the field, not counting himself. So it's going to attack for 23. Stand trigger appears. But it's not coupled with anything. And it means Zahn has guard. Gets his column back, but Zahn has lost the ability to use Assault Wheel and Maelstrom skill. And now he got the ability to use Assault Wheel back. $10k to the Intercept, and everything else should be going for the Vanguard. Which means the Vanguard's attack should end it, unless he takes a hit early. Wheel Assault Counterblast, move those 2 around. And that means 12k to the Vanguard. He only has 10k to guard, so he no guards. Good game. First game goes to DS, and we're moving on to the second.